Welcome to Scratch Junior, one of our favorite animation and programming platforms. Today I've drawn you a very simple llama, and we're going to make the llama move back and forth and then play around with movement and other commands. I'm going to start this with a command, an event command that's in the yellow category here. That's an event. And we have several we can do. We have start on green flag, which starts everything when we hit this green flag up here. We have start on tap character, when you tap the character. Start on bump character, that's when one character touches another. And then we have these message ones that we're going to learn more about later. We're going to start on green flag, and we're going to make the llama move back and forth. That's our plan. I click the blue commands. I can move this down, and if I wanted to move two, I could put two blocks like that, or I can delete this by moving it up to the line. I can click on that number 1, and I can change it to a 2. Now, how far does 1 go? This button right up here turns the grid on and off, and you can actually count the number of spaces you want to go. So right now I'm at space 6. If I want him to go to space 3, or let's say space 10. We're going to go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces over when I click the green flag. And I click the green flag, and he goes 4 spaces. And then if I want to click this blue return button, it returns everything back to where it was before. Now let's say I want to walk 4 spaces over and 4 spaces back. I can write a program like this. I click the green flag, 4 spaces over, 4 spaces back. Now notice when the character moves the other direction, the character flips. What do you think this program's going to do? Let's look at it. We've got 4 spaces to the right, 4 spaces to the left, 2 up, and 2 down. We'll click the green flag. Now, you can play around with the other commands here in the blue line, but notice this one. This one says go back to where you started. So if I disconnect some of these other ones, let's make this something like 10, and then go back to where you started. Let's see what that looks like. And just moves instantly back to where it was at the beginning. Now I want to remind you of a couple things before we keep working in Scratch Junior today. I want to remind you that if you want to add another character, you're going to do it right over here in the character section. You just hit this plus under character, and that shows you on the top the characters you've used recently or built before, and on the bottom it has all of the other characters. So these are all characters that you can bring in and make move around. Even though you don't think of a house as a character, you can use it as a character, or the school building. I don't think that school building's big enough, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I want it to get bigger by a factor of, we'll say 4 when the green flag is pressed. Now let's see what happens when we hit the green flag. If you don't want that character there anymore, you can press it, hold it, and it'll begin rocking, and the white X and the red circle will show up. You click it, that disappears. If you need help with that, let an adult know. What we're going to be doing today is exploring storytelling in Scratch Junior. Do you remember the llama story from last week? You could tell your own with this llama, or you could bring in other characters to tell a story you want. But the biggest thing is making sure that whichever characters we choose, let's just use this one. Oh, we'll change its color a little bit. Whichever characters we choose, we want to make sure they all have their own code, and it all starts with a green flag and some movement. Have fun with it. Can't wait to see what you create.